Should Wisconsin Department of Transportation be able to give no-bid contracts for train service?
Some Republican lawmakers say no, and they want the state laws changed. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Bob Schaefer spoke with one of them today.
Well, Teresa, Greg, this can all really be summed up in one word: talgo. Ever since the Spanish train company won a no-bid deal to build passenger trains, Republicans have been crying foul, and now they want to make sure a similar contract is never given in the future. Buried in the Wisconsin statutes is a curious little line dealing with the Department of Transportation. It says the department may contract under this paragraph without competitive bidding. It was that line which allowed Spanish train maker Talgo to get a $47.5 million contract without bidding. Oregon Republican and Lieutenant Governor candidate Brett Davis says such contracts to Talgo or anybody else are bad for taxpayers.
And it's better for taxpayers, and it's better for the job creators of our state if there's a level playing field for competition.
But Davis says his bill is getting nowhere fast, and he blames Democratic leaders in the Assembly.
But up to this point, it doesn't seem like they're interested in holding public hearings on this and moving it forward.
The bill was introduced on March 2nd and then referred to the Committee on Transportation. 27 News left messages for Transportation Chairman John Steinbrink, a Democrat from Pleasant Prairie, but we were not able to reach him, and his office had no comment. So why does the state have a no-bid clause for train service in the first place? That goes back to 1997, when Republicans controlled the Assembly and the governor's mansion. The idea was to speed up the development of passenger rail service. Scott Ross, who leads a liberal advocacy group, says some of the Republicans complaining about the Talgo contract actually voted for the law that permits it.
They're pretty late to the game in criticizing it. I mean, this is a piece of legislation that, that the Republicans voted in favor of, signed by Tommy Thompson.
I spoke with Governor Doyle's press secretary today. He told me Doyle will consider the legislation if it ever gets to his desk. And the governor reiterated his support of the Talgo deal, calling it a Wisconsin job creator. And very quickly, let me mention that Governor Doyle left Madison yesterday for a trade trip to Italy and Tunisia. The trip is being paid for through the Tunisian government, by taxpayers, but the Tunisian government is paying for his hotels.
All right. Thanks, Bob.